Hello everybody and welcome back to my shop. This is a follow-up video to my Household Latex Pen Blank, boy that's a mouthful, videos that I released this past weekend. Now if you found that video interesting and you thought the material was kind of cool and you thought, I'd kind of like to try that, you might want to stick around to the end of the video because I've got 5 blanks here that I'm going to give away. So if you're interested in turning a latex paint blank, stick around to the end of the video and I'll tell you what you got to do to have a shot at one of these. I'd like to take a couple of minutes and go over some of the questions and comments that I received. In the video, when I used my CA glue, I was reluctant to use the activator because I really didn't know what it would do to the latex paint. Well, Michael Trent sent me a comment, and it's a great one. He said, you got all those blanks with catches, and yep, I've got 4 of them. He said, why don't you take those and test and see just what will happen? So I'm going to do that. I'll do a quick test. I'll post it over on my Facebook page if you're interested, and I'll put a link to my Facebook page down below, and I'll glue these up and let you guys know exactly what happens when you shoot accelerator on latex paint. Jerry Bell asked the question, what do you use to glue the tubes in the blanks? And what I like to use is stick fast medium CA glue. This is my glue of choice, and I also really like the stick fast aerosol activator. I didn't use that on this project, but when you see me using activator, that's the brand I'm using. Now John Horsfall asked a really good question. He asked, if you were to pour the paint all at once instead of multiple pours, do you think you would get a better compound? I'm going to be honest with you. My answer to that is I don't think so. I think what would happen is I would get more cracks because the first 2 pours that I did, if you kind of were watching the video, the long version where I showed them, there were no cracks in the first one. It did shrink away from the side of the box a little bit. There were no cracks in the second one. Now both of those were relatively shallow pours. The third pour, I was trying to finish off the paint, get rid of it. I went a little heavy, especially with the white paint, and I got a lot of cracking along the top of the blank. So I think the thicker that you pour the paint, the more separation or the more cracking that you'll get. That is only a personal opinion from my observations on this blank. I don't know for 100%, and if you're interested in trying, I say go for it. You got nothing to lose. Several people noticed that when I was separating the blank, the cardboard from the box was really sticking to the blank. Now, YouTube channel Running Wolfkin Pro, I think that's how you pronounce it, suggested maybe using wax paper would help with the sticking. And Cliff Hartle suggested using parchment paper. Now, both of those are fantastic suggestions and probably would have served me very well. I'll be honest, I didn't worry a whole lot about it because since the cardboard was on the outside, I either cut it off with the bandsaw or turned it away on the lathe. So it really wasn't a huge issue, but if you were trying to pour a blank and wanted to reduce the sticking for whatever reason, I think those are fantastic suggestions. And finally, to close out my question and comments section of the video, Aaron Johnson asked, have you ever considered turning micarta into a pen? And to answer that question, yes, I have. I have never personally made micarta. A while back, I was contacted by a person who has a YouTube channel where they make micarta, and they asked if I would be interested in doing a collaboration. They were going to make the micarta and send it to me, and I would do a pen. And I agreed to that, but it just never came together. So if there's anyone out there who makes micarta, watches my videos, and would like to possibly do a collaboration, I'd be wide open to that. I think it'd be great. I'd love to try it. I have no idea how it would turn, but I would welcome the challenge and the opportunity. So if you are a micarta turner, or I'm sorry, a micarta maker, and would like to consider a collab with me, please contact me. I will put my email address in the comments below. I'd like to take a couple of minutes and go over what's happening in the shop. About 3 weeks ago, I purchased a new filter for my shop vac. And within the first week, I had clogged the filter so bad that it imploded and dropped off of the mechanism inside of the shop vac that holds it. And then about a week ago, I clogged it for a second time really bad, and I was getting absolutely no suction, so it wasn't picking up. Now I use my shop vac for all of my small tools, my little sander, my small lathe. I use it for cleanup around the shop. It's a very valuable tool for me, and it's frustrating when I lose suction and plug the vac. So I went and I purchased myself a dust deputy, and I'm in the process of assembling this. I only purchased the cyclone. I didn't purchase the kit with all of the gaskets and the bolts and all that. I purchased just the cyclone, and because I have most of that junk laying around my shop. I'm in the process of gathering it up, putting it together. I'll do a quick video on putting it together, the build. I'll show you guys how it works, and I'll report back later on how I like it. I'm really hoping that this helps out, especially with my Rockler dust collector that I've got back on my lathe. When I lose suction, it doesn't pull the dust as I'm sanding. So I'm hoping this keeps the suction on the vac up and really helps me clear the air of all that dust that I'm removing from my turnings. I'll keep you guys posted. The video that I'm going to drop this weekend is my shop logo video. Now, I have to say I'm really, really proud of this one. It far exceeded my expectations. I had no idea that it would turn out as nice as it did. So if any of you are considering building a shop logo to hang in the background, and this is going to hang over on the wall above my workbench, so when I do shoot videos, it'll be in the background. And if you're considering building your own shop logo, you may want to check the video out this weekend just to kind of see what I did, and maybe you can take that idea, improve on it, and get yourself set up. A quick update on the Exacto Knife video. You might remember that I had to buy a 7/16" bit so that I could start working on the video. Well, when I got to the front part of the video, the knurled nut that holds the blade was 29/64. And of course, I didn't have that bit either, so I had to borrow one, and I've got my hands on one, so hopefully I'll be getting that video and that project going very soon. I've also started a small intarsia for my wife. It's going to be a little bear holding a couple of hearts. It's a Mother's Day gift. My wife really likes bears, so be looking for that. I'll probably do a couple of updates on Facebook. Most likely I'll save the majority of that for a video, simply because my wife watches my Facebook channel and I don't want her to see exactly what I'm making for Mother's Day. And speaking of Mother's Day, I have been working on a noodle cutter. A buddy of mine at work asked if I could make one of these for his mother as a Mother's Day gift. Now, I have no idea what I'm doing. I've never made a noodle cutter before, so I'm kind of winging this. And I also told him, don't make this the only gift you're getting your mother. Get her something else nice, because I may not be able to do this. I may not be able to finish this. I don't know what to expect. So I am updating this one on Facebook. So if you'd like to follow along, you'll see the updates as I work through it. And there will be a video if I succeed. The last project I'm working on in the shop, and this one's got put on the back burner a little bit, simply because Mother's Day is just around the corner, and my wife is an incredible mother, and she deserves a nice gift, so her gift is taking precedence over this one. But this is cool, I want to mention it. I hope you can see this. Can you see that? That is my third prototype on the Deathly Hallows pen. If you know what Harry Potter is, you're familiar with the Deathly Hallows symbol. It's a triangle with a circle in the middle, and it's split right down the middle. And I've been working on this. It's getting better. Each one gets a little better. I've been keeping incredible notes because I really want to be able to reproduce this pen, and I'm hoping to get this to you maybe sometime next month. I will keep you posted because I think this is going to be super cool. I'm having a great time with it. Like I said, my wife is way more important, so this is second. I would like to say thank you to everyone who has asked about or showed concern about my arm. It's healing well. Unfortunately, the cuts were relatively deep, so it's healing slow. But thank you so much. I really appreciate your concern. It warms my heart that so many people care and so many people are willing to step up and say, hey, man, I'm sorry you got hurt. Are you doing okay? Is there anything I can do for you? I can't tell you how wonderful it made me feel, the outpouring of emotion and offers that people have extended to me. Thank you so much. I think I have the greatest audience in the world, and I truly appreciate it. And now for what everybody's been waiting for, my Household Latex Pen Blank giveaway. Now I want to stress, number one, this is not a contest. This is a random drawing. I'm just going to put your names in a hat and draw them out. I also need to say that I apologize, but I've talked to a good friend of mine at the post office, and because of customs, I can't ship these out of the country. So this is a U.S. contest only. I apologize to my followers outside of the U.S. To win one of these blanks, or to be entered in the drawing to win one of these blanks, is going to be super simple. Number one, you must be a subscriber to my channel. Number two, just like the video. Number three, put in the comments something that would let me know that you're interested in being in the drawing. Please enter me in the latex blank drawing. Good enough. You're in. Now, 12 a.m. on April 27th is the deadline. Because during the day on April 27th, I'll grab everyone who met those 3 criteria, I'll print your names out, and I'll put them in a bowl or something, and my daughter, I'll get her to help me on the 27th, and I'll let her draw the names. I will contact the 3 people as soon as we draw their names. But then on the 28th, when I release my follow-up video for my shop logo, I'll go ahead and announce the 5 winners as well. It's super simple. Shipping's on me. So if you're interested in maybe trying one of these, and they are finicky, but they're fun, you know what to do to win. I'd like to thank everyone for following along. I want you to know that you are always welcome in my shop. Come back and see me again real soon.